Hi, this is Marcel of Marcel on Tech, and today we're reviewing two budget tablets. And I've actually been really pleased with having tested these out because we've got here the Lenovo Tab M11. If you've been following me for a while, you know I tested out the M10, and here we've got the Samsung Tab A9 Plus. And this is actually a very good face-to-face battle, and the winner, in my opinion, might actually surprise you. Let's take a closer look at the tablets and get into it. Let's go. Okay, so here we have both tablets on top of each other, and the only way you're ever going to know the difference between one and the other is genuinely going to be from the back, because if we look at them from the front, you literally could not tell the difference to look at them. In terms of size, they're almost exactly the same. If we put one on top of the other, we'll do a little walk around, but basically the sizing is almost exactly the same, both being just under 11-inch tablets. They are very similar, but you can see here that we've got the Samsung here at the front and the Lenovo at the back. The first difference we're going to see, first of all, is we've got the power button on the Samsung and we've got the volume rockers only. Here we've obviously got the power button and the volume rockers, and we've got the power button. Now that is on the Lenovo on the top here. Now that is actually more practical. I've found that it's more useful having this distinction between the power button and the volume rocker. So obviously you've got two separate volume rockers here, and you can see that the volume rockers are separated and therefore very clear for up and down, and you've got a completely different location for the power button. That to me is just so much easier. It's more, you get much better response in terms of what you want to do than fumbling around for this one, because you have to feel, and this is one single block for the volume rocker, and the power button is very close. So I did find myself switching off the screen by accident when I was actually tapping on the Samsung, which was actually quite annoying. So that's obviously where there's a disparity. Then we've got a mic, and we've got the memory card tray here on the Lenovo. If we move around, both of these devices, you will be amazed to learn, have actually got 3.5mm jacks. On the Samsung, it's in the bottom right corner, and on the Lenovo, it's in the top left-hand corner. So they're in opposite ends, but they've both got headphone jacks, which just about fit on the corners. But that is actually a very unique and fantastic feature, if I'm honest. We've got speaker grills. The sound quality is something we'll come to, but actually I've been very pleased with both of them. And of course, USB Type-C. Working our way around, we've actually got this 3-pin port for an attachable keyboard, which actually isn't out yet on the Samsung. So I wasn't able to get one of those whatsoever, but apparently it's in line to get one of those. And of course, you have a memory card tray there as well for the Samsung. So both of them have expandable memory up to 512 MB, which is pretty cool. Sorry, GB, not MB. And that is very helpful. And that's good. And then of course on the final left-hand side, we've got the speaker grills, because of course you've got the surround sound, which is actually very good. And on the Lenovo, we've got the power on-off button as well. So that works really nicely. So that's a brief tour. And then of course, on the reverse side, we've got the cameras, which are both 8-megapixel cameras, so they're incredibly similar in many ways. And you've got 8 megapixels on there, and you've got an 8-megapixel camera on the forward-facing as well. So both of them have them in exactly the same locations, just at the top of the screen, right above there, which of course means that you're meant to be holding them in this orientation. You're not really in an upright position because they're incredibly long. So the majority of the usage is going to be in this landscape position. Okay, so let's take a little closer look at them. So in terms of the screens and the panels, they are extremely similar in how they look and the quality of them. Now I'm going to do this fairly quickly because I think it's very decisive, the difference between the two. The weaknesses of both of these tablets are that the screen resolution is definitely not going to be flagship. So this is no Ultra, okay? It's going to be an LCD screen. It does go up to 1080p. It's pretty good. It's pretty clear. It's good value for what it is, but it's definitely not going to be as bright as it could be, and it's definitely not going to be as clean and crisp as it is on an AMOLED screen, which of course you get on the S9 Ultras, etc., which are absolutely gorgeous. But everything else is the same. You've actually got the same, almost the same level of software. You've got multitasking capabilities. You can obviously have split screen views. All of this stuff is all very much the same as what you get on any other Samsung device. And it is pretty good. It is pretty reliable. I have actually very much enjoyed using one of these tablets over the other one because it just, for some reason, seems to have better usability. What I've been very impressed with, actually, when comparing these two together, is that both, and I actually think that the Lenovo is an underdog in this situation. The Lenovo is actually cheaper in price, and we will get to price, but I find that the screen is crisper than on the Samsung, and I find that the software is actually better. And I love Samsung software. I love One UI, but this is not running the latest version, but it does have, the Samsung A9 Plus does have DeX built in, which I was quite surprised by because it's a budget device, but it does have DeX, which means that you can effectively have a computerized system or computer-like system on this tablet. So you can obviously have a Bluetooth keyboard if you want to set up like I do, and you can run off this like a DeX computer or a desktop computer, which is we're familiar with on Samsung devices. But what we're not so familiar with is that on the Lenovo, we actually have something called My PC. And what you'll see here is that it's now switching over to the PC mode. And that's happened because I've connected my Bluetooth keyboard to the device and it automatically switches over into this PC mode. Now, it looks like a desktop. It's not perhaps the most refined operating system in the world, but it works. It actually works. And it is very much like a desktop layout. You will find it's nice and clear. You can see from here that the screen brightness is not as strong as it could be. And I have to remember to switch sides. I've got a little bit of ambient light, but not a huge amount. These don't go very, very bright. So for outdoor use, neither of these are going to be very good. But for indoor use, you're absolutely fine. But as you can see, the nits is really not that high. It doesn't go above 600 nits, which is a bit of a shame. But nonetheless, the software on both of these devices is comparable, which is surprising because Samsung normally offer a better, in my opinion, a better form of software experience. But this Lenovo has been absolutely blowing it out the park. It's clean, it's clear. If I disconnect the Bluetooth keyboard, then it will allow me to switch back into tablet mode. Gives you the choice here to go exit PC mode, and it will switch back into normal tablet. So I just find that the transitions and the functionality of this Lenovo has overtaken the Samsung budget device, which I'm very, very surprised at. I have to say, I have been most impressed by the Lenovo over the Samsung for another reason, which is that it comes with a pen, a usable pen in the box. So if I show you the box here, you've actually got a usable stylus in the box that works very, very nicely on this tablet. So here we have the Lenovo pen, and this is the stylus that comes in the box, amazingly. So we can obviously use this as we see fit. And let's just come out of that, and we can obviously see that we can now swipe left and right. We get this quick tab here for items that it detects, being able to use the pen mode, use it as a sort of scroll wheel, we can, etc. And then there are built-in apps such as the script calculator, etc., which then allows you to write out equations, and of course it will calculate them for you. So for homework purposes, it's actually pretty cool. In terms of usage, pretty good. There we go. Look at that. That's quite good fun. It's clever, that. And particularly useful for school as well. There we are. Look at that. And that works out really nicely as well. So the fact that this comes in the box makes this extra good value for money. Now, if you're an artist, it might not be the best, be comparable to a high-end tablet, but this is definitely going to be a great tool if you're looking to do some digital art. or if you're looking to practice, or even indeed for using for homework as well. So it's a win-win with the pen. It comes with the battery, but the battery is going to last you for a very long time. So that's not going to be an issue. And the latency, I feel, is really, really good. I have to say, it's reactive, it's clear, and it's good fun. So in conclusion, between these two very budget, very affordable Android devices, I would definitely say that the tablet that you should go for is the Lenovo. The M11 Tab with the pen is absolutely brilliant value for money because it's under 200 euros. The Samsung on the Samsung website is 289 euros. It doesn't come with a stylus or pen. It is a little bit janky in my opinion, and it is not as smooth operating as the Lenovo. But you're also getting a stylus pen, which you may or may not use, but at least having it extra is a massive bonus. And so you're getting that, you're getting the software, you're getting all the feature favorites from the Samsung, but you get it at a better value because this device is actually under 200 euros. So I would absolutely recommend the Lenovo over the Samsung on this occasion, which is rare, but this as a budget device is an absolute no-brainer. So I hope you got some value from that. Don't forget to use the links in my bio. You'll find that there's be plenty of information there, as well as links to get hold of these for yourself. Thank you so much for watching. If you disagree with anything I've said, please put a comment below and I'd love to hear from you. Otherwise, we'll see you very, very soon in my next video. Take care for now. Bye-bye.